Right, this is ADX, the podcast.
Today we are going to talk about project management tools for small businesses, the problem small businesses have, and then how project management tools can be the solution to that. We're going to look at 3 separate ones.
Yeah, and these are tools that ultimately make business processes much easier to manage and just makes work easier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As like a small business owner, you've got like 1,000,001 things to do, especially if you're managing other staff as well. And we found using project management tools really useful for that. We are going to look at 3 different ones just so that we can summarize it for you. You're busy, so what's the point in you looking at the million of different options? There's so many different project management tools. Yeah. So we've narrowed it down to, we think, the best 3.
Like imagine using WhatsApp, like sending files and sending tasks, sending documents and all of that to many different people.
Exactly.
It will be so hard to manage. So like these 3 tools that we're going to discuss today, they're tools that you put everything in one place so that you can see what's happening, who's doing what. Yeah. So the first tool, which is my personal favorite, is Basecamp. What do you think about Basecamp?
Yeah, Basecamp is definitely our favorite. We use it here at ADX. We find it really easy to use, and it's got really clear kind of functions. There's so much integration with it. You can integrate your calendar, so you can put in like a Google Calendar, all of the tasks there. So it's really easy to use. How have you found it?
I think it's really good. Mostly people that haven't tried other tools, but Basecamp to me is really good. There's real-time communication, like you can chat with your colleagues on a certain task. You can message them, send boosts, tag people, things like that. And also, if you have clients, you can add them to your Basecamp, and they can see the work that they're giving you. And you can give feedback on them. Yeah.
Or they can give feedback on you. Depends. We found it really useful. That's the fact that you can give access to clients is something we thought was quite important, and not many other project management tools allow that function. So that's why we've opted to use this. It's also pretty cost effective. It's an all-in-one price, so you just pay $99 for the unlimited version. But as a small business, you can just start off with the free individual plan. That's what we've done so far. And it gives you 3 projects and an unlimited number of people to join. You can also put in daily check-ins.
Yeah, daily check-ins, like when your colleagues come to work, they can tell you what they're working on.
Yeah.
And when they leave, they can tell you they checked out and things like that. Also, you can share documents and files and links and all that good stuff.
Exactly, all in one place. So it's really great for virtual working. So any remote team that you have, it has everything there ready for you to use all in one place. And it's got a good app on your phone. And
which sends you notifications.
Which send you notifications. And it's got a really easy to use web browser. So it's an all-round great one. Any downsides, any cons you think?
I think the most how do I say it? The biggest con about Basecamp is that it has limited project views. You may be having like 10 plus projects, but you can only afford the free plan. The free plan just gives you like the 3 views.
Yeah.
But you can still work around it. You can just have one view, like a group of many other views inside one view.
Yeah, it is. I feel like it's difficult to prioritize tasks as well. The only thing you can do is set a deadline. If I want someone to work on something at the beginning of the day, that's the priority. A client has said that we need to do this. I have to message them instead of just putting like a little star or some sort of order. Whereas other project management tools do allow you to prioritize certain tasks. And I don't think Basecamp's amazing at that, other than just setting the time and messaging people. That's extra work.
Yeah, though it is free for students and teachers, and 10% off for non-profits and charities, which is really nice.
Exactly. And the free version is pretty good.
Yeah, it's my favorite. The second tool, it's called Asana. What do you think of Asana?
Asana is pretty cool. It kind of lets everyone know what's going on. It's really clear. It's got so many features involved in it. You can integrate so many different things. There's really clear project views as well. I haven't used it too often. Some of the clients that we work with do use it, so I've seen it being used. It's got it's in a certain style that boosts productivity. So people who are really big on productivity like using Asana.
Yeah. It also has like powerful integrations like Zoom, Salesforce, Slack, Dropbox, Google, which is really cool. And it has also agile support. Like if you're a fan of agile project management, you'll be glad to hear that Asana is flexible enough to support your agile project.
Exactly. If you have a project that's constantly changing, I would say Asana is better to use than Basecamp. Basecamp is like a fancy to-do list. So if you've got a list of tasks, then you can set it. If you've got a continuous project, say for example you're working with a client and you're designing something and there's constant changes to that, Asana is better than I would say Basecamp for that, because Basecamp just gives you a list of tasks. You have to delete that task and then go back. Whereas with Asana, you can change it constantly to fit your needs.
Yeah. So one of the cons that it has is that the mobile app can be like hard to use.
Yeah.
Though it has it supports iOS and Android.
Yeah, so it does have an app. It's just not amazing compared to the web browser and Basecamp's one. Yeah. You can't assign tasks to multiple users either, which is something that I think is quite beneficial. Basecamp does allow you to do that. You can assign one task to lots of different people.
Yeah.
The aim is so it doesn't get confusing as to what a task is. So someone knows, okay, you're the person that sends this email. But sometimes multiple people need to do the same task.
Yeah.
And it doesn't really allow for that. But I think it's more for dynamic projects that are constantly changing. Yeah.
And it's free for up to 15 members. With basic functionality, and that's $9.99 per month for the premium.
Yeah. Cool. And then finally, I think we'll talk about ClickUp. ClickUp I like, but then at the same time I'm not a huge fan of. I'll talk about all the good things first.
Yeah.
It's pretty common. I feel like they're really good at advertising. I see ClickUp.
I've seen a lot of ClickUp ads on YouTube.
YouTube, there's ClickUp everywhere, so they're great at that. In terms of the software, I think it's good if you're like an individual. So if you're a freelancer working independently, it's really clear and simple to use. The other two are more for teams. This can be used for both teams and as an individual freelancer. So I think that's a really, really good plus.
And you can register like an unlimited number of users across all the plans, including
the free one. Yeah. So that's a really big benefit.
I hope it doesn't change. Like after 5 years, you can only like have one or two users on your free plan.
I feel like it can't now. There's so much competition that everyone's fighting for similar things. If someone gets rid of that, you just change. You just go like, I'm going to go to Asana now. Yeah, I'll go to Basecamp now. Yeah. There's a good choice of templates. So depending on what your business is or what kind of industry you're in, you can change the templates on that. It's kind of easy to navigate, quite easy to use. I'm not a huge fan of it just because I actually don't think it's as easy to use as the other two. Yeah,
I think it has a lot of a lot to do in the browser app. Like, it's like a car that has many parts, many buttons.
And there's a lot of buttons. You're right. Yeah.
Yeah. So like you have to do a lot in the.
Yeah.
So, which means you have to learn a lot, then use a lot of time.
So it's not like kind of as straightforward as the other two to use. You have to spend a bit of time making it more efficient. And it's got a lot of customizable things, but I think that's also a downside because there's too much. Sometimes you just want to put some tasks in and then get the job done. And I think this is not the easiest to do that in. But once you've got it down, ClickUp is beneficial.
Yeah, it is. So in my list, like from number 1 to number 3 of the tools we've talked about, I think Basecamp is number 1 for me.
I agree.
Then I'm going to say ClickUp, number 2.
Why do you say ClickUp?
Because I haven't used Asana. So I'm not sure about Asana. So I'm going to say ClickUp number 2, then Asana number 3. Yeah,
I think I would put Asana number 2 for me. Basecamp is number 1, but we are biased because we do use Basecamp. And I like the fact that you can get notifications. It's really useful as a business owner to be able to send out tasks and catch up with people kind of instantly without me having to remember, oh wait, let me check what people are doing. It does all of that for me. I like that. I like the layout of Asana. I think it's really clear, and I'm a big fan of productivity, and I think it kind of gears towards you working efficiently and effectively. And I think ClickUp's got too much. It's too much buttons. And I feel like I can see too much of it shows me all of my completed tasks sometimes, and I don't really want to see that. Like once they're done, I want them out the way. So, I feel like there's too much that I have to do.
It's like you have to click 3 things before you get to the thing you want.
Yeah. So I find it harder to use.
Yeah. At ADX Virtual, these are the kinds of things we do. We do project management for businesses, for entrepreneurs. As an entrepreneur, I'm sure you have a lot of stuff to do, and you don't have the time to manage your projects. When you're assigning tasks, you don't have the time to check who's doing what has been done, to check the progress on some of the tasks. And that's where ADX Virtual comes in. We help make entrepreneurs' lives easier by doing project management using these wonderful tools.
We can slot into your business using any of the tools that your company uses. Not just these three, any of them. And we can really make your life a lot easier by setting tasks, assigning tasks, making sure things are done to a good standard. We can really make your life easier. So
if you have other project management tools which we haven't mentioned, you can comment down below.
Let us know which one. What do you prefer out of the ones that we've discussed, or out of all the millions that are online? Which one do you think's better?
Comment down below. Tag your friends. Tag business owners. Tell them to watch this video of ours.
Or any new business owners. People are thinking about getting into business. This is something that you should think about. Starting off with a project management tool really sets your business off in such a great trajectory.
Thank you. Enjoy whatever you're doing in any part of the world, and see you next time.
See you.